Now, as far as the Impala goes, uh, so the Impala, y'all, I don't want to say it like this, but I think that the Impala is something that I would consider getting rid of. What's good, Grind Schoolers? It's your boy, Rob, and we back in the shop today. So, I know it's been a minute, y'all. Bear with me. I've had a lot going on since we pulled the motor out of the Monte Carlo. I was in California for a little bit, enjoying some vacation with the family, and that kind of set me back a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been working on the cars and all that kind of stuff, but I've been working on the dashboard for the Elco. Y'all will see that video a little bit later once I'm finished with it. These dashboards, they take a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just do it a couple of days and it's done. Like, nah, you got repetition until it's done, especially if you want it perfect. Like, I'm trying to get it perfect. And it's been taking forever. Like, I pulled the dashboard out at the beginning of July, probably like July 8th, I think it was. And I'm still working on it. So, and then, like I said, I had that downtime. And then also too, y'all, I'm trying to build the back panel. I'll show you guys that in this video. I'm trying to build the back panel to cover up the amps and hold the 6x9s and everything in there. I'm doing that kind of simultaneously. So when I'm letting product set up on the dashboard, I'm trying to get that done. I probably will just show y'all what it looks like and where I'm at in that process. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, show y'all me actually doing it and all that kind of stuff. Because it's real simple, real easy, just a couple cutouts, and I should have my speaker pod or whatever. But anyways, man, I know it's been a minute. I wanted to cut y'all on real quick to show y'all what I'm doing, like basically an update of what's going on, because y'all haven't seen me in a couple of weeks, and where we're pretty much at with each car. One car I'm kind of on the fence about, and we'll talk about it in a second. But before we jump into the video, go ahead, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, y'all, since I'm in the garage, I guess I'll start here with the Monte Carlo. As you guys have seen the last video, we went ahead and we snatched the motor out of the Monte Carlo. I'm not to the point where I could really touch anything on this yet, but you can see how ugly it looks. So the plan is to clean all of this up. The headers are going to the homie Jared. I just haven't gotten them off yet. We're gonna take the wheels out. We're gonna take the fenders out. We're gonna clean all this up, wire wheel it, and make sure that everything is real nice and pretty. And then we're gonna clean up the frame. We're gonna undercoat and do everything that we gotta do underneath the car, body bushings, and then that will get us to the point where we're ready to start trying to get this in the car. So it's a lot to do. As soon as I'm done with the Elco, I'm gonna jump back on the Monte Carlo. So I'm not trying to have too much downtime with the motor being out. I want to clean all this up. I want it looking pretty up under here so that I could get at least the underneath side and the engine bay and everything done before the winter time. That's my goal. The outside, I'll work on the body work and all that kind of stuff throughout the winter, because, you know, it won't be that big of a deal getting out here sanding. It's actually probably better to sand and everything during the winter, because, you know, I could just throw the heater on and I don't have to be out here in 100 degrees. I can heat it up, I can't cool it down though. So once the sun gets on that side of the house, it's pretty much a wrap. So it's probably better to do the sanding and fixing all the body panels and all that kind of stuff during the winter time. And then right up on spring, when we get a little bit better weather, I could just spray the car and it'll be done. So the motor, transmission should be done, drive shaft, all that should be hopefully done, exhaust. And then body work should be done by spring, hopefully, and then we'll just shoot it. It'll be ready for next summer because the suspension's already good. All we need is brakes, and we're pretty much there, man. Not too much needs to be done on the Monte Carlo. I know this at this point it looks like a lot, but it's really not a whole lot. So the Monte Carlo is at a standstill until I go ahead and finish up the Elco. Now, as far as the Impala goes, so the Impala, y'all, I don't want to say it like this, but I think that the Impala is something that I would consider getting rid of. And I say that with, you know what I'm saying, like loosely or whatever, just because I'm not like to the point where I'm ready to sell the car. But the homie's been asking me for a minute, yo, when you gonna sell the car? And I'm kind of like, I don't really want to. But the last time I drove this on the 4th of July, and I drove this a few days later after the 4th of July. And we'll talk about what's going on with the Elco because some things happened. And yeah, so we'll talk about that in a second. But the Impala was not enjoyable at all to drive. Like, it's very slow, it's dog slow. I know some of you guys should reach out and made some suggestions and stuff like what it could possibly be, but this thing is like, it's dog slow. Like, it shouldn't be this slow, and I don't know why it's this slow. Do I want to investigate it? I don't really know. And you know, I could keep the LT1 and all that kind of stuff, but it's kind of like, you know, do I want to do that and figure out the rest? So I'm already doing an LS swap on the Monte Carlo. I have that other motor on the ground, and so I'm kind of like, well, should I just LS swap this too, which is the direction that I'm leading. If I keep it, it's definitely gonna get LS swapped. I have battled back and forth because this is a good motor, but like I said, I'd rather have an enjoyable car to drive than having a good motor, and plus I could build a good motor. So it would just take a long time for me to get to it and get it done. I wanted to enjoy it while I'm leading up to that, but I'm slowly losing interest in the car. You know, it just is what it is. I got situations like this where, you know, everything is like, I thought it was together, it's not together like it needs to be. Some of the trim is falling off on the back, and I just losing the interest on just putting it together, man. That's what it is for now. Like I said, I wanted it to be my daily driver, but it just seems like it's just too much stuff that is going on with the car, you know what I mean? Like, my dad and I went to Home Depot like a couple weeks ago, and I turned the car on and I go to hit the gas, leaving the parking space, and it stuttered like it wanted to shut off. So I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I'm not to the decision of like selling it, but as of right now, it's kind of like, we'll figure it out eventually, I guess. All right, y'all, last but not least, so the Elco, as you guys know, or as I've explained, I'm trying to get the dashboard together, got the steering wheel in, but I haven't been able to drive the car. As soon as I got the steering wheel in, unfortunately, we sprang a fuel leak. So it was leaking gas like a lot, and it was coming from my new filter that I have. I tried to lay it more sideways and put some gasket tape on there. It is going in the right direction. The flow is in the right direction, so we're good there. But I was trying to figure all of that out, and I finally got it figured out. So I think we're good there. I still haven't been able to drive the car, but we have another issue. All of that is transmission fluid. If you guys remember, when I first got this car back out, the last time I actually drove it, I was getting it ready for a car show, and I fixed that. I changed the gasket, and it seems to be doing the same thing. So I don't know, like every gasket that I've used has made it leak like that. I'm doing the torque specs like I'm supposed to. At least that's what I think I am. I'm reading the instructions on the torque specs, and it still leaks. It's a brand new transmission, and this thing has always pretty much leaked, so I don't really know what's going on. I've changed transmission pans, went from a chrome pan to a thicker, like cast aluminum pan, and it just, nothing is helping. You know what I mean? It's just leaking. So I don't know, man, but the major deal was the fuel leak, and then now we're just waiting on getting the back panel done so I could put my 6x9s in there, and then the dashboard so I could put my tweeters in there, and then we got to do the bottom door panels, and then these lower door panels will be for sale because I don't like them at all. They're completely garbage, man. I don't like them because you know, they come without the little tabs on the back, like for you to even put the tabs in the back. They don't come with any, so you have to screw. So you have to find where the screw hole will be on the door, and figure out how to screw a screw through the door panel into the door. I don't know, some weird stuff. So I'm getting rid of them. I have some extra ones. I found some black ones in the junkyard. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a win. Shout out to Dash because he actually gave me a set. I was gonna do some work to it and spray it and all that kind of stuff. They're white though, but these are black. I just clean them up. and add my 6.5s into the door myself, fiberglass it all in and make it look nice, and then we're off to the races. So not too much going down with the Elco, but you know what I'm saying, it's taking a little bit of time. But the other stuff is on the back patio, so I'll go ahead and go out there and show y'all what we got going down, because this is what's been taking up so much of my time, and I haven't really had any videos to just show y'all. So once we're done with all of this body work on the dashboard and all that kind of stuff, we can go ahead and move on to better things, you know what I'm saying? I'll put the cars up a lot more, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But for now, I'm just in kind of like a holding pattern. All right, y'all, hopefully it's not too windy and it's not too much noise out here, but this is pretty much the dashboard. Like I said, I'm making a separate video on this, so I'm not gonna go over too crazy, but I got all my provisions for everything. I got a plate that goes over here. I'll show you. All right, y'all, so this plate will go over or fill up this space on the inside, and so that's where the Alpine goes in, and so it'll kind of like be flush with the Alpine, and then, you know, obviously the Alpine screws in right here, and then this plate is gonna have magnets. It's gonna go over that to cover up that space and make it look real clean. The glove box, we done did all of our fitting and all of our testing, so the glove box looks good. I drilled my hose, so I should be able to screw that in. That'll be good. The Holley Terminator X, once I get it, we'll go into this space. We'll smooth all this out, make it look all pretty. And then, you know what I'm saying, like we got some little accents to go there. This is my parking indicator. This is the adjustment for the odometer dashboard. And then we got the wiper switch, and then we got the headlight switch. Obviously the brake release is there. Also, this thing in the middle is a USB. So that's what this is right here. It's a USB. You can see the cord right there. And then, so I could just plug my phone in right directly in the middle instead of have it dangling all over the car. And then you got the tweeters. So that's what these things are for. These things will go inside of here like that. Boom. And then it will have the mesh grill and then the tweeters on the inside. So both of those will be like that. And that's why this is taking so long, because this is all custom. Like, I cut all of this out in order to design this. I had to backfill it with a piece, and then this piece here was where those air vents were going. So I filled all of this in and I shaped it up to make it look like some type of framing, so that when I get the Holley Terminator X, it looks pretty cool. This piece was not here, it was flush. I had to cut this out for my parking indicator, and then I had to cut a hole for the adjustment for the odometer. This is all custom. I had to make a custom arch here. It's not all the way done, so you know what I'm saying, excuse the mess. We're getting there though, but had to raise up the odometer a little bit so it doesn't come in contact with that rod that goes on the steering column. And then if you guys know G-bodies, you know that there's a gauge bezel that pops out, and I'll show you guys on the Monte Carlo. It pops out, and so your headlight switch goes in there, and then the wiper switch goes in there somewhere too, I think. But I had to move, for space purposes, I had to move it on this side, you know what I'm saying? So because if I put the wiper switch over here, because it's so big, it would be in the way of this, and so there's nothing over here, so I decided to put that there. And then also my headlight switch is going to go down there. So a little bit of custom, you know what I'm saying, work being done to this thing to make it all nice and pretty. But this is my first round of primer, and then after this we'll smooth everything out, make it nice and pretty. And then you know, got a couple rounds of probably body filler, filling in some little pinholes and stuff like that, and then, you know, we'll move on. But what I wanted to show you guys is this panel here. Pretty much, let me move this back. All right, I wanted to show y'all this panel here. So pretty much this is the back grill or covering for that, what do I want to call it, for the amps. So right here I got my cutouts. There's going to be plexiglass here. This is going to be a whole entire piece that I cut out. I'm going to backfill the space in the back, so this will be magnetic, so it could go back into there. And then the speaker grill will protrude through here. There'll be plexiglass through here. Same thing on this side, same thing on this side. We're gonna make it as nice as possible. I was to the point where I was about to start cutting this stuff out so that I have my template and then I could just build it. And then I gotta cut a couple of pieces. I need to go get some more MDF, but I gotta cut a couple pieces for the back and the top so that it slides in. And then there's like little buttons for where the smuggler box curtain is or whatever for El Caminos. So I think I'm gonna use buttons on the back of this to just slide it in place and button it, and then it will hold this in place. And then this will be where my speakers are housed, and then it'll be like cool looking because, you know, hopefully we can do lighting and all that kind of stuff, and then, you know, the colors, and we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I'm excited for it. I'm a little eager for it. I don't think I'm gonna actually do it today. I was going to, but I think I ran out of steam for today. So I'm probably gonna leave this here, and then we'll get to it at a later date. All right, y'all. So if you can see right there, that's where the lights will go. For if I had that gauge cluster that comes out, you can see it comes out a little bit. My dashboard's just flat. And then on this car, the wipers are on the switch, but the Elco is not like that. It has the slider one. So, like I said, I tried to do some custom stuff with my gauge cluster, ended up messing it up, and I ended up getting rid of it. So that's the reason why I don't have it anymore, and why I had to make it flush up against the dashboard. So we're making it a little bit custom, but yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that. All right, y'all, that's gonna be it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. I know it wasn't nothing crazy. I'm not really showing nothing or anything like that, but I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of an update, because like I said, I haven't dropped a video since we got the motor out of the Monte Carlo, which is crazy that it was 2 weeks ago. Time goes by so fast, so fast. But you know what I mean? After vacation, it's kind of like, it kind of set me back, because like I said, that whole time on vacation, I wasn't working. And then sometimes it takes a little while for us to produce the content in order to give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because some of this stuff, like I said, it takes time to build and, you know, make things and create things and stuff like that. It's not just, yo, you jump out there and, you know, 2 seconds is done. I know it looks like that sometimes, but some of these videos take days and probably even weeks to make. And, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately, excuse me, like I said, I had so much time just away that, you know what I mean, we're just in this rut. So anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get back on track. I just want to turn the camera on and, you know, let y'all know what's going down. And, you know, that's it. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and conclude this video. Go ahead, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's get back on track. Oh, and how could I forget? Work hard so you can live free.